Hi, good morning. It is Tuesday morning. You guys are gonna think that I don't fucking work because I post videos on all throughout the week for the most part and on the weekends. But I should tell you I do. And what I do, I will inform you at another time when I feel I can. But I do work. Anyways, um so I kind of want to do this video because I feel like it's something that we need to talk about, or I need to talk about. Um, so the reason why I don't do a ton of videos all the time is because obviously most of you know that I have a family. My family consists of myself, my partner, and our daughter. So most of the time when I do get quality time or peace and quiet time, it's got to be in the morning. So I should also tell you, this is our first Tuesday not having to be up at 7 in the morning at the earliest. So obviously that tells you that summer has started in the town that I am living in at the time. And I know that I've mentioned certain cities around me, but I'm not quite sure if I've mentioned the state. But hopefully, fingers crossed, people kind of know, but there could be other cities and states with the same other cities in different states with the same name. I'm slowly learning this about the US. Anyways, so this one might be a long one. I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely need to have a video session. I just do. Oh crap, we can't do the play date tomorrow. I just forgot about that. I might have to just push it back to 2. I think she'd be okay with that. Anyways, I just thought about something. I overbooked because I don't ever look at my calendar. God, I'm such a dork. Anyways, so today we have an appointment at 4:20 just to go see my daughter's pediatrician. I don't know if I've told you this or anything like that, but she has autism stage 1, I think is what they call it. I'm not sure if it's autism 1 or autism stage 1 or where on the spectrum we count it. I'm learning about all this stuff with autism and ADHD. And ADHD, if you are a parent or a person who has ADHD, sometimes you medicate with man-made prescriptions. If you don't medicate with man-made prescriptions, more power to you. I feel like sometimes the natural stuff usually helps better. But everyone has their own opinion on it, and I'm not here to start a discussion. But if you want to, more power to you, we can. I'm kind of really good at things like that. Stirring the pot, that is. Must be this, bright red personality that I have. Anyways, so, so we have that, and then tomorrow at 10, I have Eva's first appointment with her new counselor, and then I have my very first appointment with my new counselor at 1, so I'm just gonna have to text them and say, we gotta move the play date to 2, just because I forgot that there's more appointments tomorrow. We haven't had appointments in about a week or so, maybe a month or so, due to the sole fact that my partner is being very selfish. That's all I'm gonna say. I might get into it a little bit in this video. We'll see. I wouldn't mind getting opinions, but I notice that sometimes people just like to watch videos and they really don't like to give opinions, and sometimes that's perfectly fine. I totally am getting off topic in what I want to talk about, but don't worry, it's still in my brain. I know what we're going to talk about. But speaking of videos and people posting videos and things like that, my brother posted this video. It was either yesterday or the day before, and I wanted to watch it because my brother, he's very, He's a very strong, opinionated, political, conspiracy theorist kind of person. I like talking to him. He definitely makes my brain tick and go like beep, 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 beep. I'm not gonna lie. Do I understand half the stuff that he says? Hell fucking no. I am the most simplest person in the world. It is ridiculous. As you can see in some of my videos, how simple I really am. So, but no, I get a kick out of it because the one thing that I can honestly say about my brother, he has a very characteristic personality. And what I mean by that is that Adele, sorry, the cat. She wants to be in here and next to me. Hang on, let me adjust your collar. All right, come on, get in here. I swear to God, this cat, she doesn't leave my side no matter what I do. Mom is doing a video right now, so try not to get into trouble. Anyways, very characteristic. And what I mean by that is that he's just very animated. Very, very animated. Very loud, very animated, very, it's great. He kind of reminds me of like some of the comedians shows and stuff that I watch sometimes when they stand up there and they want to get a little serious at times. He reminds me of that completely, like, you know, doing the whole stand-up thing and talking about all this stuff, this and that and everything else. But he's got such a characteristic personality kind of thing that you just kind of like, you're just amazed by it. Anyways, but yeah, that's my brother. But anyways, I watched this video that my brother had posted, and it just like, it got me thinking and things like that, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. But anyways, I wanted to watch it, so I watched it, and it did have me thinking about some things and stuff like that, and I meant to come on YouTube to see if I could find the whole interview or the whole speech. I swear to God, I have ADHD, and that's not diagnosed ADHD because of how off track I get, as you can see. So, but it was a very interesting video, and I just wanted to watch it. So today I watched it, and I was like, that's interesting. But yeah, my brother posts a lot of very, like I like to say, very contradictory, very conspiracy, political kind of theories, kind of things, you know. To each their own. Adele, wherever you are, I need you to stay in my eye of sight. Just kind of things like that. Like I said, my brother's a character, but we all are in our own ways. Anyways, so what I'm talking about today, as I have like the last 9 minutes of my video strayed away from everything that I really want to talk about, but that's fine. That's who I am as a person, if you haven't figured that out. Some of my videos are straightforward, to the point. Today, I think I'm just kind of scatterbrained today. I don't know why. I've got a lot going on in my head with this and that and everything else, but so be it. Anyways, so the topic that I wanted to talk about, because, you know, I feel like a lot of these vlogs that I do are like about my mental health and how I feel and talking out loud and stuff like that, which is great. It's great for me due to the sole fact that I live a very isolated life, by choice, which sometimes I kick myself in the foot for. Adele, get out of behind there, please. Adele. We're inside this like storage room slash It's got like the water heater and other things like that in it. And she's behind a machine that I can't see, and I don't need her to get into something that's gonna make her sick. So, Adele, you need to stay in mommy's eyesight. Sorry, she's like a fucking kid. Anyways, so what I was gonna talk about is that, so I choose to live an isolated life, and people would be like, well, why do you do that? So here's some things about me that I probably haven't really super introduced in any of these videos I've done, because most of these are like about my day and how I'm mentally handling this and that and everything else and blah, 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 blah kind of thing, right? Which, these are good things to have, but I feel like maybe I should start with somewhat of a background. So, I, come from a family. Can you lay down? I'm so sorry, guys. She got hair on my camera and it was gonna bug me. Anyways, so I come from a family. I want to make sure that I'm politically correct when I say this, in case any of my family members are watching my YouTube videos, which I pray and hope that they're not, because I have said some hurtful things about some of them, I'm not gonna lie. Where, let's just say history repeated itself, okay? So, like, you had the mother and the father, and then the mother had a daughter, and then their daughter got to an age where she ended up helping the mother raise the children, kind of thing. So that's kind of the lifestyle that I came from, just so that you guys are aware and understand. This cat, I tell you. So I ended up hitting a point in my childhood where my mother had decided that it was time for me to take care of my brother. Now, if I do the math correctly, in my head, I was 13 taking care of like a 7-8-year-old. But really in my head, I was 13 taking care of like a 9-10-year-old, okay? Because that's about the age difference or so. 10-11-year-old, okay? So that's about the age difference. So it wasn't like severe age difference, but it was enough I felt responsible. But plus, I don't know what it is about boys and girls and why they take so long to go through puberty. But my brother was so little, so in my head when I'm looking at like past memories, I'm thinking like this little kid, which makes me think between the ages of like 7 and 8, when my brother was really like between the ages of 9 and 11, because that's the age difference. But like I said, I don't understand the different, like how puberty works with boys and girls. It's all weird. Anyways, so I had a friend of mine basically say that like her mother was parentified. So I was like, oh, I know exactly what that means. If you don't know what that means, it means you basically grew up too fast. You had to play the parenting role where your parents weren't the ones playing the parents, you were the one playing the parents. So you were parenting not just your parents, but you were parenting anybody else that you saw fit. And this comes from the fact of how your how do I put this? How you were raised. So like the nature versus nurture kind of thing. So what happens is that your parents pulled you from childhood, put you in their shoes, because again, you know, history repeating itself, their parents did the same. So what happens is that they end up making you an adult at a very young age. There's this video with one of these actresses. She talked about like her childhood and what her mom did to her and things like that. And if I can find the video, or if I can figure out what the video is called, I'll let you know. But it has to do with the actress from iCarly, the one that played Sam, her, because she wrote a book about how she said, I'm happy my mom is dead, kind of thing. But there's a video that she did with Jada Pinkett Smith, Jada's mom, and Willow Smith, and it talks about like parentification, parent to child sexuality, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, like look it up, or maybe I can figure out how to add a link in it or whatever. I'm new to all of this, so please be patient with me. But anyways, excuse me. So the point behind all of this is, I grew up in an isolated family, or grew up in an isolated situation. I am now an adult, isolating myself because that is what I know is comfort. You know how we always talk about security blankets and this and that and everything else. But so as I've gotten older, excuse me guys, sorry, allergies. This humidity in this state is horrible. And this weather changing is horrible. A lot of people get sick spring into summer, and summer into fall. So I'm like all congested and stuff. But anyways, so basically what it is I've had some taste of interpersonal relationships with boyfriends, with friendships, with mother-daughters, or mothers in general, so on and so forth, right? So I've grown as a person, and found other interpersonal relationships, as we all do. So because I've had a taste of that, there are certain parts of me in my life that I get a little like crazy, and I'm like, yeah, socializing. But it's socializing inside my comfort zone, which means that, so my partner or boyfriend, I like to label him as a partner, just for the sole fact that like sometimes I don't want to get super personal, but sometimes then in my head I completely forget, and then I say boyfriend, or then I mention his name. Anyways, so he's my comfort zone. So if I want to do social activities, he comes with me. Well, because of how he was raised and how he has already done the crazy wild side in his younger years, he's at that stage in his life where the crazy wild side is done and over with, and he does not want to socialize, and he just wants to stay home, like go to work, come home, be done, kind of thing. And I am what I like to call in limbo, where there's like part of me where I'm like, I've had the taste of it. I know how fun it can be. I always come home and I'm happy and I'm bubbly. But then there's the part of me where I'm like, I've had the taste of it. I know what it tastes like. Yes, it tastes good, but I don't want to do this by myself, you know? Which is getting to the point that I'm trying to make in this video. The word of my day is called loneliness. Something that I've been struggling with, I want to feel like, for a while, but I don't want to put an age on it, because how are you supposed to say that you're lonely as a child? You know, due to that's the most important part of your life, where your parents are usually interactive with your life. But I feel like my mother was interactive, but a lot of this stuff that I'm processing and learning about myself, it's a lot of like flashbacks. So it's a lot of like a clip of this or a clip of that or a clip of this or a clip of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, I don't know where it starts or where it begins. So my word of the day is loneliness. Like I said, something that I've been struggling with, I feel like, for a while. Due to the sole fact that I don't know how to socialize. I also do not know what it's like to be in a one-on-one relationship, even though I've been with my partner for 15 plus years. And yeah, you know, so I will wake up some mornings and I'll make myself a cup of coffee and I will, the sun will be bright, as beautiful as it is. It could be summer, it could be spring, it could be a nice 30-some degree day in winter. And the sun is shining and everything, and all I can think about is how lonely I am. And because of that, I go from being lonely into extreme depression mode. And it's a flip of a switch. Something as easy as like, it's done. I'm done. I want to stay inside a dark room. I want to watch all the crime dramas or documentaries I possibly can, and I don't want to fucking be bothered. Oh, and then I want to eat all the worst foods in the world. And everyone's different when they handle their loneliness, their depression, their stress, all of it. But I'm lonely, I feel like, all the time. But it's not all the time, because I run errands with my boyfriend. I play with my daughter. I talk to some people online. I talk to the people inside my community. I'm not lonely. But inside my head, and for how much things that I've been dealing with in my life, I'm lonely. I'm lonely and I'm sad, and I mean, it just starts putting all the negative thoughts in your head. I'm not going to sit here and be like, say them all, because I'm trying to stay positive today. I really am. So yeah, it's a lot. So, oh God, my nose itches. Sorry. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, was like loneliness and how we all need to learn how to handle it. Adele, hey, hey, you don't want to be eating all that stuff. Ugh. It's gonna make you sick and sneeze. Anyways, how we handle it, or maybe we just need to talk about it, and maybe not just we, but me, just to make us feel better about it, because of the sole fact that nobody talks about the awkward stuff in life, girls get periods. Sorry, end discussions, how it works, we all have sexual tendencies unless there's a part of your brain that refuses to do it. Then sometimes you don't. Is that weird? No, it's a part of life because we're all different. What else? Everybody has drama. And if you don't, man, you are one lucky person in the world to have a decent, happy, healthy family, So like, loneliness comes in different shapes and sizes. Is it something that I wanted to talk about today? Yes. Is it something that is awkward? Yes. But the thing is that I do love about doing these vlogs is that I can be very personal with no judgment. And that's why I said, I'm not quite sure how many people actually watch my YouTube channel, and I may have said some things about some people in frustrations or in anger and stuff like that, just due to the sole fact that I've had my heart broken, and people move on, and people get lives, and people do things and grow up and grow apart and everything like that. It's a part of life, No one is going to stay in their same spot for the rest of their life. You know, did my brother move back to the hometown that we grew up in? Yeah. Did I? No. Sometimes do I wish I was back there? There are days. But there are also days where I'm like, no, I don't want to relive any of that. You know, but everybody handles things differently. Everyone handles emotions differently. Everyone handles loneliness differently. And that's kind of like the whole key behind this video is loneliness, you know. So, I don't think there's really much of anything else that I really need to talk about with it because I feel like I'm just going to sit here and ramble on. It kind of didn't make me feel better. So one video out of all my videos that I'm like, ooh, I still feel pretty weird. I'm not going to lie. But I'm happy that I did it due to the sole fact that I might help somebody else out there who deals with the same things and has an attention whore cat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word. Like a very wanting a lot of attention cat or animal of any sort of kind. And if you don't, you're one lucky person to not have an animal. But I have to say, animals make life so much fun. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Say hi. Say hi. I'm a little annoying animal right now. Alright, on top of my human daughter, she's the next best thing. Alright, guys. Well, this is the first, like, almost half an hour video that I've done. Most of my videos are about 10 to 15. So I think I have actually another one that was like a little over 20. So, but yeah, no, I haven't been on here in a while. I have been posting a lot of stuff in my community because, again, sometimes it's just easier for me to write my feelings down in a status or in a community and post things like that than to take the time during those emotions and how I am feeling to actually make a video. When I feel a little more level-headed and I can actually open up and talk, you know, then I'll make the video. But I also have to be by myself, at least for the most part by myself. Because, you know, us humans, we get jealous. And if you're not used to certain routines like writing in a journal, making video vlogs or things like that, you start to think that your partner's cheating on you, or you start to think that they're doing certain things over you. And again, this all comes with how we process things in our life. And if nobody has ever told you to walk away from whatever heated, hot situation you have going on, you don't know. You know, you just automatically assume somebody's going downstairs to go bitch to whoever, and that's what's going on, you know. And sometimes it's easier to just do it when everyone's asleep or do it when you know you can hide. And I'm not saying like I keep my vlogs a secret. I don't. My family knows about my vlogs. But like, you know, when you can have your own space to express your feelings and feel the way that you feel without being like, Mom, Dad. Now, unfortunately, I could have left the cat outside of the room, but she would have sat there and scratched the cement that's in here because it's just cement on this floor. And then I would have thought that there was a mouse in here and it would have ruined the whole thing. So, but get to that mouse story another time. But I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Happy June. And let's just keep chugging along. All right? I love you guys.